Thank you, Ebony. And a big thank you to all of you who are here and have hung in here today. As Ebony mentioned, I'm Lee Buckley. I'm actually the co-chair of the Strengthening Families Affected by Incarceration Collaborative, along with Chris Harnick. And Chris is saying, oh, not anymore. Yes, you're still a co-chair until we decide something different. I'm really excited that Gina and Danielle were able to share their story. One thing that they did not bring out in their message was that their faith had a lot to do with their recovery, with Gina's recovery. And I think Danielle mentioned it too, that it was the examples that her grandparents had. In the Department of Corrections terms, and our evidence-based practices for corrections, we call that, pro-social supports. And certainly that's one of the key EBP, or evidence-based practices, factors to reducing recidivism. We do have 3 generations in our prison system right now. And so it really is important that we do something, as you mentioned, to prevent that from happening. Diane, we thank you again for your presentation. Every time I hear an explanation about addiction, I learn something new, and you made something very complicated sound normal. So thank you. And I also want to give you credit. You said that you've been doing this a long time and you think the old way, but you don't. I happen to know that you were at the forefront of some very good work as it relates to co-occurring disorders, working with our population. So thank you again for sharing. And then Michael, you're such a huge advocate. We need to partner with you. The Strengthening Families Collaborative really needs to partner with you in your work. The collaborative would like to serve as an advocate. We've done some good work in that arena, in that last year in May, I believe we were able to get the governor and 5 state commissioners to celebrate Strengthening Families Affected by Incarceration Day. And with the help of Dr. Schaefer and the Sesame Street Workshop, we were able to at least raise the issue among our state agencies who are represented on the collaborative. And we also, I heard someone mention that we are in a healthcare crisis, and our Commissioner of Health, Dr. Ellinger, he believes that. And so the door is opening for more and more conversations. And so thank you so much for bringing that up. There's also a couple of other initiatives going on in the state that overlap with this. Diane mentioned a Transition from Prison to Community initiative, which is designed to engage stakeholders like the community all the way through the process, from the time that the person joins our prison system and until the time that they leave and into the community. Also there's the Olmstead Plan, which crosses all state agencies, which requires that we have plans for housing people with disabilities. I'm a very active member of the Minnesota Plan to prevent and end homelessness. So there's a lot of interagency work that is taking place. I would say that most of it is, at the beginning stages. We're into the 2nd year of the Minnesota Plan to Prevent and End Homelessness, but it has to be a holistic approach. So thank you for bringing that up. And so I'd like right now for the collaborative members that are here, well, let me do this first, the planning committee for this forum. If you guys could stand. Everybody's looking around. Rebecca, David. And then the collaborative members and the people who have provided support. You keep standing, if you guys could stand up. And I need to share with you that we meet on the second Wednesday of every month, and at the DOC, at the Department of Corrections. And if you did register today, we'll make sure that you get that information. But I need to let you know that tomorrow's meeting is going to be canceled. I kind of did a survey of who would be available, and so we're going to cancel tomorrow's meeting since we're meeting here. The meeting for June will be the second Wednesday in June, and we'll also have web access. So this will increase our ability to reach those organizations that are outstate. Rebecca mentioned that we're trying to have forums in the outstate area, but we'd really like to have more of you participating in these efforts that are so well needed. And then finally, there is a survey that's on your table or in your package, and we'd ask that you could, if you could take the time to fill it out, that would be great. You'll also get a survey electronically if you prefer to ponder a little bit and send it in, but we really do need to hear from you. We really pattern or plan the forums based on your feedback. We're not here just for us, we're here for the community, and so we really would like for you to respond with that. So I just really want to thank, on behalf of the Strengthening Families Affected by Incarceration Collaborative, really would like to thank each and every one of you for being here. We're open to your recommendations of any kind, and so I want to thank Julie for coordinating this forum, and hopefully we'll see everyone again in the fall when we focus on mental health among youth with incarcerated parents.